Hi there, today we are at Woolwich, another center, a culinary center for Nigerian food in London. And today we're at Kaabo Lounge. Welcome to My Tasty Naija. Kaabo Lounge, how you guys doing?
Great.
Very well.
I love the name.
Yeah.
That jumped at me. Let's get to meet you guys, starting with you.
My name is Femi Adedayo.
Femi Adedayo.
Yeah.
I'm Timmy Adedayo.
Femi Adedayo.
Shola Adedayo.
And you're all owners of this business.
Yes.
Correct.
Anybody else?
Yes, there's got two other people.
Two other people,
who support. You can call them part owners or investors.
Yeah.
So before I go into the main conversation, a lot of people will tell you that partnerships don't work within our community. Was that a fear you had when you guys started to come together to kick off the business?
To be honest, I didn't think about it that way because
you've heard that, obviously.
Yeah, because I've heard that, obviously. I just thought within the family we can bring things together and do things together as a family. As
So it's all family based.
It's all family, yeah.
Okay.
All members is family based. The two guys that are not here also joined us as partners.
Okay.
My wife's younger sister,
Okay.
and my friend, my brother's friend that we just brought in to help us look at numbers,
Thank you.
financials, and stuff. So I just thought, do you know what? Bringing something into life like this need a massive team because two heads is better than one. That's
Two
all.
good heads.
Well, two good heads.
Two good heads are
two
better
good
than
heads,
one.
Two good heads. are better
So
than
who
one. Yeah.
whose original idea was it?
I'll say myself and my brother, Femi. So what really happened was that I wanted to do a business. I wanted to go into a business.
Okay.
He also wanted to go into a business, and we thought, okay, we can get into a business together as brothers, right?
Okay.
And we had loads of conversations about different type of businesses, and we concluded with restaurants or logistics.
Okay.
And what then helped me was my wife, because obviously my wife cooks really good, and the family and mom as well, like cooks really good. And my brother was like, you've got people around you, your wife most especially, that cooks really good food. We can just stick with restaurant and then have those people around us to build the business. So she works on the technicalities of the food, the menu. We work on the business side of things, like the front end, just to make sure the operations, things go the way it's meant to go. But the kitchen, we just leave everything to her to do.
And that brings me to you now. Being a good cook privately is different from running a business in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So, and this is your first time running it as a business.
Yes.
So what did you realize immediately you started running the kitchen that this I can cook at home is different from one? And also, do you think in terms of distribution of labor that you are doing more than everybody else?
Yes. The kitchen I feel is quite heavy. The kitchen is one of the heaviest parts. So I think generally I spend a lot more time in the kitchen than anybody else needs to in front.
Actually. But you're here every day.
Well, most days.
Okay.
Most days. As in, I think I've had an episode where I actually slept here.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
To ensure that an order the next day was on time. And obviously nobody else needed to do that because nothing else needed to be prepped overnight and all that type of thing. But I think the difference between cooking at home and cooking in a restaurant was that for me at home is quality. When you cook for yourself, when you cook for your family, you're cooking quality. It's not about the money, it's not about the cost. And I really struggled. I think one thing that we struggle with is the fact that I'm like, it's not about the money, it's about good food.
You wanted to replicate what you cook at home.
Exactly, to the mass. But then they're like, oh.
Does that work business-wise though? Does that work business-wise? Yorubas will say wanje kolanta, but you want to break that, and obviously that it's all about, it's food. You know, the quality is the key thing. So, have you been able to match that quality?
Yeah, I think I've kept the quality of the food.
Okay.
We've learned to compromise. So there's been a lot of, I'm sorry, it has to be that way because it's about the food and it's the food that will keep the customers in.
Absolutely.
So in terms of quality of food, people tell me that when they eat, it's like it's homemade. Somebody actually came in here a few hours ago to place an order for Sunday, and she was like, she ate the food at an occasion that I catered to. Because we do catering.
Outdoor catering
Yeah,
as well.
we do catering for events where we ship food, take food out, deliver it, set it up. Anyway, so she tasted it at an event and she came in to order for Sunday coming, and then she was like, the food was like the quality of homemade food, and that's what she doesn't find elsewhere, especially when you cater for a big number of people. I think the event she tasted our food at was 250 people, and she was like, the food still tasted.
250?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
You
food-
cook on site as well?
Yeah, we cook on site. So the food still tasted like it was homemade food. And for her, that was why she came back. And yeah, so I've found a way to compromise. So for us, it's not so much about the profit. It's more quality. And especially because we're young, we're new to what we're doing.
Yes,
it's
yeah.
very important for me, and they've come to terms with it, that the food, the quality of the food over anything else. I will just find ways around it.
So you typically, you see partnerships, but most partnerships are not more than like 2 or 3 people, so you have 5 people in this.
Yeah.
So what have been your biggest challenges in terms of ideas? What do you generally disagree on? What are the things you disagree on, if it happens?
Well, we disagreed on a lot of things.
Okay.
Starting from what name should we name the business.
How did you come by that name, Kaabo Lounge? It's a beautiful name there from my eye, you know.
It is actually. So we had different names when we started.
Can you give me the examples? Just, do you remember any?
Remember them.
I can start with one. I came up with H Grey Lounge.
HQ?
H Grey.
H Grey
Yeah.
Lounge.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were like, no,
No
that's
way.
not gonna work. And then we came up with different options, different names.
Who came up with Kaabo?
I think it was
one of
my sister.
Your sister?
Yeah, I
or,
think my
I mean,
sister.
we have a competition. One says I came up with it. I think your cousin says I came up with it. So we don't even know. Who
So
came
it
up
kind
with
of like went within the family, so because everyone knew we were going to do this,
Okay.
and so it kind of like went
We
around.
put it
Put the word out.
So we just put the word out.
Do you remember we
and,
did that survey?
Yeah, and then we did the survey.
so-
We did
I
a
can't
quick
remember all
survey.
the names on the list.
Yeah.
But everybody
Kaabo,
agreed on
everyone
Kaabo.
Yeah, a lot of
we
people-
saw
It's a beautiful
Kaabo and
name.
we were like,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, a lot
Because
of
it means
people-
welcome.
Welcome.
And it just clicked.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things you disagree on. So what about on the day-to-day running of the business?
Oh, we've had a lot of fights, which we can't even go into details of. But we've done a lot of back and forth, trying to decide. Oh, you have to put this one here. The design of this place has to look different. I want it this way. You want it this way. But because we're family, and even without the business, like for example, I am a brother. We talk every day, and it's obviously with his wife every day. So we kind of run through ideas every single time. So it's always easy to disagree on things and agree on things easily. So we'll
You
just
make it
found
work,
a way
to make it work.
Yeah. So
I think one thing that we maybe disagreed on many times is like around policies and stuff.
Okay.
One of the ones was like when we were writing up a policy for dealing with large bookings. So we have people who book for like 20, like 30. And there's things like, we set a policy and we're like, we're going to go by this. But then some people say, but customers then say, please, would you do this for me? And one
You will
person
always
is
get
more
the- yeah.
lenient to like accepting, and then
Who
one
is
person
the weak link here?
I think I am the weakest, probably the weakest.
Yeah, the one they
Yeah.
get
the
through.
Yeah, because I really worry a lot. So and when I worry, it tends to get to me in my personnel, and that's why sometimes when there's disagreement, I tend to like cut myself out of it because obviously I'll be the one to take. Like I can't handle it, and he's probably one of the toughest, and my wife's
sister.
younger sister, yeah. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Awesome.
So
So
yeah.
location-wise, what informed picking Woolwich location? Because this is a hub of Nigerian activity. So who was the brains behind Woolwich?
You as well.
I was the one.
Okay, back to you again.
Yeah. So I just when we decided that we're gonna do a restaurant, so I just started doing research online. I found this place because the previous owner, it was a cafe,
Okay.
and I think COVID But
For
the
the
fact
change,
that
yes.
he decided he was going to move to a different venue, and I think we were struggling at that point,
Okay.
and we wanted to sell the whole business. So I saw it online, contacted him, sent him an email. So we came here to speak to him. He was a nice fella. And told us everything about the area and what they were going to do within the area as well, which they started doing.
Do you live around the area by any chance?
We used to.
Not anymore, but we used to
Well,
be
you're familiar with the area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I used to come here a lot.
And do you see that as like a plus?
Yeah.
Because of the Naija factor, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, 100% the Naija factor. Because
Okay.
we were like, we have a block of flats here. We have about 7.
In fact, this is your business.
Yeah.
The block of flats alone.
Yeah, without, 70% of Nigerians live
Live in
here,
there,
so they will be our number one customers.
Absolutely.
I mean, we'll blend differently now. But
We'll skip that one.
so we thought, this would be a good area, and we came here, agreed on a price, and the rest is history. That's what they would say.
Yeah.
But it was a difficult one because the previous owner, I think he had a little bit of issue with the landlord.
Okay.
So it took a
They're
bit.
transfer to you people as well,
It
yeah.
took a bit for us to actually get the keys in.
Okay.
And it was about a year. Almost
A year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took about a year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
before we can get
But
the
we were patient because we knew that Woolwich is the place for
It's the
us.
hub, yeah.
It's the hub because of the type of food we want to sell. You know, a lot of Nigerians are here, and a lot of black people are here. Although we're not focused on just Nigerian food, we're trying to make it like Afro fusion.
Yeah.
So the menu kind of tells you what we're trying to sell. Okay. So those are kind of things that we looked at and we're like, you know, if it's going to be 2 years, we can wait as long as we can get this place.
So between when you hatched the idea and when you got the keys, how long was it?
a year and about 3 months.
Yeah.
3 months. Yeah.
So for those who want to go into this business, obviously, if you don't have a location,
Yeah.
it's not going to happen.
No, it's
No.
not.
Okay, clearly.
No,
I just have to drop that in for those watching to understand that.
no, it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. And
You need a location.
yeah, you need a location, and you have to be strategic about your location.
And that could be the difference between success and failure.
100%.
Yeah.
So let's go into the menu now. So now you have the restaurant running now.
Yeah.
In terms of developing the menu, how did you guys, did you leave that in the hands of your able chef, or was it something you all had to decide on what goes in the menu? Because at times that also could be a challenge.
Yeah, I
How
mean,
did you
I
agree
think,
to that?
I think the menu started small. I think it's evolved quite a lot.
Okay.
It did start small with like your basic Nigerian stuff. So like, I think at first, actually saying that when we had this conversation, Femi did not want the likes of Ayamashi, the likes of Efo. Because I was like,
Why is that?
Obviously, he has a strong smell. Like when you're bleaching palm oil, when you're doing this thing.
But that
I
is
was
the
like,
whole.
I was like, no, we're not a Nigerian restaurant. I think
Are you one of those ones that will not eat abula in your office?
Oh no, I couldn't do it. My own point was because naturally I don't like the smell of Iru and
That is the most
Ayamashi.
beautiful smell in this world.
It is actually, but I just personally don't like it. So I was like, if we serve Ayamashi here, when customers walk in, the whole place is smelling of Ayamashi. And it was just a personal
But
thing for
they've
me.
proven you wrong, I'm assuming.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Because the rules is a base for a lot of our traditional meals.
Yes,
in
that's
it.
correct.
I'm glad you've changed right now.
I have.
But you all agreed on the menu at a certain point.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So what's your best seller? I'm coming back to that question again.
I think Asuya.
Yeah, it's Asuya.
Yeah.
Asuya is a bestseller.
And this is actually backed up by facts, right?
We looked
We
at numbers.
We looked
Yeah.
at our
Yeah.
point of sale
Yeah.
system, which gives us like a breakdown
Breakdown.
of sales in the last 5 months. And I
Yeah.
think the most sold item was our Tozo Suya.
Yeah.
And after that?
After that, Abula, I think.
So for the swallows, Abula is really surprising.
surprisingly.
Overthrown pounded yam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've sold over 500 units of Abula.
Yeah.
Wow.
Since
Yeah.
January.
Yeah.
I think it's more because we had about 3 events.
Yeah.
Abula events.
Yeah,
Abula
maybe.
events.
Yeah.
Actually.
Because I actually went on your social media and I saw one of the
Yes.
Abula
So
things.
it might be that reason. And for the main, I think is our fish.
Grilled fish,
Yeah,
yeah. I
grilled
was going to
fish,
say,
yeah.
yeah, grilled
So-
fish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do
very,
croaker
very
and
popular.
tilapia.
Tilapia.
Very
Okay.
good. Yeah, I think it's the best in Woolwich.
Yeah.
Anyone listening to this?
And you-
should know
and you-
that.
It's the best in London.
Of course, feel free to flaunt it. And you hear traditionally in Yoruba and even in the East, they tell you that pounded yam is the king of the swallows.
Yeah.
Do you think Abula is overtaken in recent times?
I think so. I think in recent times, like you go to a party, pounded yam, yeah, maybe, but it's the abula that people actually
have a section for abula.
Yeah, like it's actually, it has its own time, it has its own section, its own display, and I think abula is taking over.
Abula, okay. You guys have been open for almost 2 years now?
Yeah.
Coming to 2 years.
Coming to 2 years in September.
September.
Yeah.
And obviously this has taken off well, it's working. What are the plans going forward?
Good question. Yeah, the plan for us is to expand. And I wouldn't lie to you, I remember the first few months when we opened, I think it was our pastor that came here and he was so amazed, like he was so happy and he was surprised what we've done. And he told us that he thinks that we're going to expand in less than 2 years, right? Because of what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
And because a lot of Nigerian restaurants, again, when they do this, it sees a future in it.
Yeah.
So I think our next goal, our next plan is to expand. If not a restaurant as it is, have takeaway spots in different locations strategically within the UK. But definitely we'll also expand as a restaurant to different locations as well.
And hopefully you're not going to be overburdening our celebrity chefs with all that stress and
as you know, there's a process already that is working. So I think it's a thing that we can easily transition to different locations and different places. She's really good at what she's doing. She can really teach people what she like. We've got secret ingredients or transfer the knowledge. It's transferable, but we've got secret ingredients that I believe that once we teach the kitchen staff, I believe, it'll be easy to
get the secret.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay,
yeah.
so I think we've had enough talking. Let's start getting the food out now. And the taste of the pudding, they say, is in the eating.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, let's
we
go
go.
to it.
Okay.
Wow, what a spread.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the chef general to take us through this. I see on this side we have what we can call the starters. Take us through this.
Yes. So we have calamari.
Calamari.
Yes.
With the sauce on the side.
Oh, with some sweet chili sauce. And then we have some tozo suya, suya pepper, sauteed prawns. So it's just some fried prawns in peppers. And then we've got some asun. This is quite hot.
Asun.
So asun is goat's meat.
Yes,
That's marinated and cooked with chilies.
Okay.
So it's not for the
Does it come with a health warning?
This particular one.
For the non-African, for the non-Nigerian palates.
Yes. So yeah, if you're not a fan of spicy and hot food.
But can you tone it down if need be?
Yes, we can tone it down. I get customers sometimes say add more. Then I can quickly, rustle up and make it a bit more spicy.
Okay.
I try and not make it too much for most
Just
palates.
enough.
Yeah, just enough to keep it. Asun has to be spicy.
Keep the ginger
when
going.
when you see asun on the menu, you expect spice.
Indeed.
So yeah, I think those are your starters on this table. I mean, we do a lot of other stuff, but yeah, if not, we won't have space on the table.
Space is an easy, yeah.
And then yes, we have grilled Kaabo chicken. So basically, this is chicken that's grilled with a special Kaabo sauce. We call it Kaabo sauce.
Secret
sauce, in-house sauce.
It's an in-house.
That you don't sell.
Yeah, we don't sell it. We just, with some fried rice. With the fried rice has chicken and prawns.
Niger style fried rice.
Niger style fried rice with chicken and prawns. Beef burger with some chips. Rice and peas, Jamaican rice and peas. So we do have other cuisines, so Jamaican. We've got some curry goat. Jamaican style. Then we've got the big boy of the house, the grilled tilapia, served with plantain, fried yam, and pepper sauce.
Do you do other types of fish?
We also do croaker.
Okay.
I sometimes do sea bass for special events.
Fillets or the full fish?
The full fish.
Okay.
The full grilled sea bass.
Africans want the full fish. We don't want fillets yet.
Exactly.
So. Full fish.
Yeah, exactly.
With the heads.
So, and then the pepper sauce, a lot of customers love our pepper sauce. They actually take it as extra. Some people have it with rice. Some people have it Yeah.
So at this point, I'm going to ask our special guest, Shady Blue. So, which would you prefer, the tilapia or the grillfish, or the croaker? What's your favorite? What's your favorite
To be honest
fish?
with you, I go for either
Anything
one.
goes.
Yeah, anything goes. Yes.
It must have the head.
I love fish, so anything goes. Without the head, but
Without the head.
Yes.
You don't like the head.
I don't eat the head, but I like it as
The display.
Yeah, the display is good.
I eat the head though, especially starting with the eyes.
I'm gonna say that.
My mom does that. Are you Lagosian?
I'm Nigerian. But I grew up in Lagos. I'm a Konimi, but yes. There you go.
I was gonna ask you your special secret sauces. Are you gonna consider maybe selling them in bottles, like small bottles, to your customers soon?
Maybe. That's
And
an
your
idea.
special pepper sauce.
Yeah, that's an idea. Because people actually come in and want the pepper sauce as extra. Can I take some pepper sauce away? So yeah, maybe that is an idea. In terms of the fish, I think tilapia sells the most. I think we go through more tilapia than we do croaker.
What's the difference?
Meat here.
So yeah, tilapia has got more fish.
Okay, yeah.
It's the body of it is more. You
Which
would
one
get
is this one?
tilapia.
Yeah,
So this is
tilapia.
tilapia.
Yep.
This is the one that people go for more. In terms of size, it's more robust, and the croaker is longer or skinny.
This one is curvier.
One is
Yeah.
curvier and rounder,
One
so
is-
it's short and
And
curvy.
the texture is a
Long
bit
and-
different. So I think with tilapia, it's also juicier.
I think so. It's very moist and
Moist,
very,
yeah, compared
very
to,
fresh tasting.
But then also croaker has its own flavor as well.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, awesome.
Yeah, it's more skinny, so
Yeah.
it cooks quicker and yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then you've got some lamb chops, which is also marinated in Kaabo special sauce.
That's
like a
that
different-
Kaabo sauce.
Looks
A different
barbecue.
Kaabo sauce.
Okay.
It's not barbecue
Is it
sauce.
sweet?
There's no barbecue in it.
No.
It has a sweet taste to it, but it's not barbecue. That gives you that sweet taste. With some smoky jollof rice.
Ah,
There's always jollof rice.
yes, sir.
Is it Nigerian or Ghanaian?
It's Nigerian.
Don't behave yourself. You don't want trouble on this
Because
show.
I am half Ghanaian.
Oh, yeah.
I'm quarter Ghanaian, half Nigerian.
Oh,
And what's the other quarter from?
English.
Oh, you know what I mean?
United Nations.
Yeah, Nigerian jollof. Egusi, we've pounded yam, we've got efori roll, we've got seafood okra. Seafood okra is also one of our biggest seller.
Okay.
From the stews, people love our seafood okra. And then you've got ayamashi with white rice.
And the iru that he loves.
Oh yeah. So you couldn't really smell it, could you? Yeah, he's just not a big fan of the smell, but
And what percentage of your menu does all this represent?
oh, let me break it down. So in terms of starters, I've got 4 items here, and we probably have another 4 or 5. So I'm representing 50% of
Okay, of
the
your
stuff on our
starters, yeah,
starters.
okay.
So we do like pepper turkey, peppered pomo, we do salad.
Pepper momo.
Yeah.
They even
You have it in the
pomo
house
pepper
tonight?
soup.
Yeah, we have pepper soup.
We've got
we have
pepper
with
soup
soup.
as
pomo.
well, yeah.
I
No,
saw
no
something
pomo in pepper
that
soup.
has pomo.
Assorted. So it has boneless cow foot, which is very close to pomo because there's no bone in it.
But
So
it's
it's
not
the skin,
pomo.
but it's not pomo. It's slightly different.
Like a-
But we do peppered
Trying to
pomo,
We do
represent
pepper
that
pepper
turkey.
pomo, the Nigerian pomo itself.
Okay.
Yeah,
we do that.
in
a
a pepper sauce similar to
Okay, yeah.
this. Pepper turkey, pepper soup, salads, so prawn salad, chicken salad, vegetarian salad. So we try and cater for everybody.
All palates.
Vegetarian, and all our food is allowed.
Yeah, we do a limit burger.
Yes,
Exactly,
yeah.
yeah.
So the burger, we do
That's
chicken burger.
important to know.
So yeah, I think in terms of starters, we've probably got about 40-50% of what we have on our menu. And then in terms of mains, I think we've got quite a good bit of our mains, but the chicken, we do it in half, we do a whole chicken.
Yeah, I know you do whole chicken.
So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
different types of fishes, lamb chops, the burgers, and the burgers we do alumi for vegetarians.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Shawarma wrap,
yeah.
we do shawarma wrap on
Shawarma.
on our mains.
And you also do events here.
Yes, we do.
So on events nights, do you have your whole kitchen still open? Or you have specifics that you sell on your events nights, which are Friday and Saturdays, is that right?
It depends. It depends on what type of event it is. So we do private hires where we're close to public. It's just for your event. And in situations like that, you can decide to have a buffet. With
Oh, you set up buffets as
Yeah,
well?
oh
set
yeah,
up
we set up
buffets, yeah.
buffets.
Every week? Or
No,
just
no,
for
no,
events?
no,
for
Yeah,
events,
for
for,
events.
for,
Okay.
for private events.
Okay.
Or we can do set menus where it's set menu A,
to
starter,
cater for,
main,
yeah.
dessert, 3 course, 2 course, depending on. So we make it very bespoke. It really just depends on the
Because
person.
if someone wanted like a cocktail sort of event,
Yeah,
everyone's
we
just
do
having the fingers in the
canapes,
canapes,
yeah. So it just depends. It
Yeah.
depends on the person.
Yeah.
We are very much still able to do like a bespoke package. Absolutely willing to work with anybody.
The client, whoever
the
comes.
client, you know, what do you want? What do you want it to be?
And what type of events do you have on your regular event schedule?
Okay, sorry.
You go.
Sorry, no, I was going to say Femi because Femi manages the events, but we do all sorts of events from Fuji kind of events, which in Yoruba we call it like Tumba. So we bring in people like about 2 weeks ago we brought in Shegun Johnson.
Shegun's not Fuji.
Well,
Shegun's
like
Tumba.
Tumba,
It's a mix of
Tumba,
everything. Yes.
And next week this weekend we're bringing in Serafu.
Okay.
Someone like that. So we
You do DJs, DJ nights?
Yeah, we do DJ nights as well. We're trying to go back because before the new year, we had DJs on Fridays and Saturdays. But we're trying to bring that back in again.
The live music thing,
the live music thing, and also DJs on a Friday, on a Saturday, and we'll try possibly as best as I said monthly. We bring in those Tumba people.
The big acts to come and do their thing.
Live bands to just come and do their thing, and then that also helps us put that visibility out there.
Absolutely. New audiences every weekend,
I was going to make a suggestion though. You could actually have jam session nights.
Open
mic.
Open mic.
So we do. So we have. So the one I mentioned earlier, we have this Christian jam session.
Okay.
Every last Thursday of every month. It's a Christian one where it's an open mic, gospel thing where people from different churches have been come here and then they just sing Christian songs. Last Thursday every month.
Wow.
And it's really picked up the last 2-3 months. We fill this place out.
Picking up.
So those
Maybe
are
we'll
kind of
see you here one
we
of these
can
nights.
bring some Shady Blue vibe into your restaurant.
Why not? You're welcome.
Bring some soulful jazz in
The next
here.
one is next week Thursday. So
Okay.
if you're free, you can just pop in.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think at this point,
Where do we
At this
start?
point, we have to start over there with those plates and talk into this.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're going to talk into the meals right now. And when next you see me, we're going for our takeaway packages. If I'm a plate, we're there. Oga.
Thank you for coming to Kaabo. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank
This
you
is
so much.
Oga Director.
Oga Director.
And Mama Tobi.
Mama Tobi.
Thank you
And
so
Ilesha
much.
Yoni Jono.
Amen.
Owoyama Rokio. Thank you so much, oh.
Thank you very
Oga.
much.
Kaabo Lounge to the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed today's edition of My Tasty Naija, remember to subscribe, like, and share.